Hey guys, Dave Syverson, Senior Scout from Ourlads Scouting Services. I have for you today the 2023 season All Rookie Team. We're going to start off at the obvious, quarterback CJ Stroud, the second quarterback selected. The margin between Stroud and the second place was larger than every other position on this roster. Rate was number 1 in all of the NFL, and his average depth of target, 9.4 yards, also led the league. Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson were trading places on the weekly all-rookie team all season. Gibbs breaks the tie even though they finished with the same points and the same amount of top running back finishes. Gibbs went on to finish third in all of the NFL, all running backs, in rushes over 15 yards on just 182 carries. He finished top 10 in touchdowns, yards per carry, and catches. At wide receiver, we have Puka Nacua and Jordan Addison. Nacua not only finished as the top rookie receiver overall as a 5th rounder, but he also broke a 63-year-old record with 1,486 yards. His 68 first downs were 5th best in the NFL, as were his total yards from scrimmage. Jordan Addison, who was tasked with trying to replace Adam Thielen, one of the top receivers to ever put on a Vikings uniform, right away he comes out, the first rounder, 4th wide receiver taken, leads all rookies with 10 touchdowns. At tight end, Sam LaPorta from the Detroit Lions. This was the second biggest margin between the first and second team tight end on this Ourlads All Rookie Team. He finished the year with 10 touchdowns. No other tight end in the NFL had more than 6. Paris Johnson from the Arizona Cardinals, who they traded up for, played in 17 games with 17 starts. He was the league's top rookie tackle, a league high 7 times. The other tackle on this roster is Dawand Jones, who was the 10th offensive tackle selected and was put into action a little too early because of the week 1 injury to Jack Conklin. He went on to win the top rookie at the position 4 times in 10 weeks before suffering his own season-ending injury. Inside, this could have been any combination of guards and centers because there's just not a high volume of players as rookies playing in these positions. But coincidentally, we have 2 guards in the center to make up the interior. The 2 guards that led all rookies in snaps, O'Cyrus Torrence and Steve Avila. They were both week 1 starters and they never missed a game all year. Joe Tippmann, the center from Wisconsin, had some rocky moments early on, but he finished as a top interior blocker twice this season and was a key part to Breece Hall's strong finish on an offensive line that was in shambles around him. Moving on to the defensive side, Byron Young wins the Ourlads All Rookie Edge Rusher Award. Will Anderson comes in second. They both make that first team. Young, I want to talk about him first. He was the 14th edge rusher taken. And while his highs were not as high as others, he was the most consistent pass rusher among all rookies. He finished second in hits behind Anderson, in sacks behind Yaya Diaby, and stops behind Tuli Tuipulotu. Anderson was the rookie leader in total pressures with 59 and quarterback hits, despite missing 2 games to injury. He was the top weekly edge defender 4 times. Jalen Carter, the top rookie defensive tackle taken, even after some character concerns bumped him down. Because of how loaded that Eagles defensive line was, they pigeonholed him into a certain role on that defense. 407 of his 562 snaps were spent as a pass rusher, and he delivered with a rookie defensive tackle high 49 pressures. The other defensive tackle led all rookies with 11 sacks, and that was Kobie Turner from the Los Angeles Rams. He was the 9th defensive tackle selected, and he was not even invited to the scouting combine last March. Linebackers, a really interesting pair here. We have the first linebacker taken in Jack Campbell of the Detroit Lions, and we also have a linebacker that was not even drafted in Ivan Pace Jr. by the Minnesota Vikings. These 2 actually finished first and second in snaps, pressures, sacks, tackles, and stops. Now on to the defensive backfield. We have 3 spots given out here, 2 corners and a nickel. Devon Witherspoon, the first cornerback taken by the Seattle Seahawks. His presence was felt everywhere. He finished first in pressures, sacks, and stops. He also had a pick 6 and broke up 10 passes on the year. Tyrique Stevenson from the Chicago Bears, who was the 8th quarterback taken, got off to a rocky start, but he ended up leading all rookie corners in tackles and interceptions. And then our nickel, another undrafted free agent, Christian Izien from the Tampa Bay Bucks, finished top 5 across the board in pressures, tackles, stops, and interceptions. Now we'll end with the safeties. Brian Branch and Jordan Battle. Ironically, they were teammates last year at Alabama, and here they are teammates on the Ourlads All Rookie Team. Branch could make a strong case for the Defensive Rookie of the Year award, leading all defensive backs in stops while finishing second in pass breakups. Battle is the only defensive back besides Witherspoon with multiple sacks on the year, and he finished second among safeties and tackles, despite the fact that he really only played the second half of the year. That's when he really started to earn that playing time. So that's it for the first team of the Ourlads All Rookie Team. If you want to read more and want to see who made that second team, because there were a lot of close calls here that's going to maybe bring up some debate, head over to the website, check it out. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys.